Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the 5:30 News here on Q2. I'm Zoe Zandora. Today, hundreds of firefighters remain on the front line battling the Camp Fire in California. Officials say it is about 50% contained. And today, President Trump traveled to the area to assess the damage. Meg Oliver reports from Paradise, California.
President Trump surveyed the destruction caused by the Camp Fire and pledged to help rebuild communities left in ruins in Northern California.
To see what's happened here, nobody would have ever thought this could have happened. So the federal government is behind you.
Emotions ran high as hundreds of displaced residents waited in long lines to meet with FEMA officials Saturday. The president's visit received mixed reviews.
He'll come in and try to take credit after he's insulted the firefighters, the police, the military, handicapped, women.
I'm happy he's coming, and I think it'll add some brightness to a lot of people.
The Butte County Sheriff estimates that the fire destroyed 9,000 homes.
I see devastation. It's gone. Oh my God. It's my childhood right here. I mean,
we were with Eric Smith when he went to check and see if the deadly fire spared his mother's house. Some of his relatives are among the more than 1,000 still missing.
You see the numbers of missing, and that's a lot of elderly people here.
Hundreds of people left homeless and living in tents in a Walmart parking lot are facing more misery. Heavy rains are expected next week, which could trigger flash floods and mudslides in areas scorched by the wildfires. Meg Oliver, CBS News, Paradise, California.
The Camp Fire is blamed for at least 71 deaths. Today, there were plenty of Montanans traveling and dealing with the wintry road conditions, especially this morning with the Big Grizz Cat game being held in Missoula. One of our very own here at Q2 was on her way to cheer on the Grizz from Billings this morning and sent in these photos of a crash in Granite County. Luckily, there were just minor injuries in this incident, but the Montana Department of Transportation is reporting many scattered snow and ice roadways across the state. And as we move into the night with colder temps, I imagine these roads will become pretty slick. And joined with me now is meteorologist Connor Pregetzer. Connor, the slick conditions this morning, that was pretty tough for people to get to the game. What does that mean for people coming home?
Yeah, very tough conditions this morning based off last night's snowfall and very cool temperatures overnight. As we look at some of the webcams from this afternoon, Bozeman Pass, that road clearing by the afternoon. Things should be better, albeit with this cold temperature sticking around this evening. Definitely still exercise caution if you're coming home. Many state championship football games across the state today, so people crisscrossing the state near Lewistown even this afternoon. Still some snow on that roadway. McDonald Pass looking a little snowy, as well as Reed Point with a little snow still sticking around there. So definitely exercise caution. The roads have certainly gotten better since this morning. That sun enough to melt some snow, if not really warm our air that much, but definitely be safe if you still are out there driving across Montana's highways here tonight. I'll tell you about the forecast we can expect this week as we head towards Thanksgiving in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Connor. Well, before the Big Cats Grizz game began earlier today, MTN's Lauren Heiser went down to the tailgate to capture the excitement and rivalry as fans amped up for the big game. Here's what some of the fans had to say.
Hey, look, after 2 years of losing, you realize that the Cats are back on the upswing. Bobby's back in Dodge. We've got ourselves one kind of a melee coming up today, just on history and where we're headed moving forward. This is going to be an epic battle.
What counts is us being on the field at the end of the game with the trophy going back in Champions Hall. So that's what it means. It's all about pride.
Go Grizz! Get after it, Brawl of the Wild, baby!
Go Grizz!
Go Cats!
Go Grizz!
Go Grizz! Down with Cats.
Today's game marked the 118th Brawl of the Wild and brought a lot of people to Missoula. It also brought people together in restaurants, bars, and even living rooms all over the state and country. The University of Montana Alumni Foundation lists official watch party locations in more than 30 states, and the Montana State University Alumni Foundation lists watch parties in more than 40 states. The Sting Sports Bar in Great Falls held their 18th annual Brawl of the Wild tailgate and watch party. Owner Rich Hollis says it's one of their busiest days of the year, and while the game is known to create a lot of division between friends and family, he says it also brings the state together.
Everybody wants bragging rights for the year, whether you're a Bobcat fan or a Grizz fan, and so they love to, they love to be able to rub it in everybody's face, and it's just a game that kind of brings the state together to yell, cheer, and have a great time.
Seems like a good time out there. People need to take charge of government at the local, state, and national levels. That's according to the keynote speaker at the Northern Plains Resource Annual Meeting at the Northern Hotel today. The Northern Plains Resource Council held its annual meeting today, and Jim Hightower was the keynote speaker and says the extremely wealthy dominate society, including government. He says the elite and their money end up controlling policies.
There's a rebellion against that, and there are many ways to rebel. You can be a screamer like the Tea Party developed, or you can do what the Northern Plains Resource Council has been doing, and that is organizing. The true political spectrum in America is not right to left. That's theory. That's ideology. The real spectrum is top to bottom.
The annual meeting also included a panel talking about energy economics and about Colstrip. During the last 15 years, Flakesgiving has helped with more than 22,000 Thanksgiving meals. Today, the Breakfast Flakes once again hosted the annual event.
You guys ready up here?
Breakfast Flake Paul Mushaven of KCTR Cat Country started the 30th annual dinner giveaway around noon today. Mushaven and his morning co-host Mark Wilson, along with numerous volunteers, helped with the meals. About 1,000 came to Metro Park for the giveaway, and volunteers delivered close to another 500 meals.
Every year you'll get a couple folks with a tear in their eye and pretty shook up because they'll tell you if it wasn't for this event, they wouldn't be able to have a Thanksgiving meal this year. There's just no money. A lot of the people who started with us 30 years ago, it's their kids and in a couple of cases grandkids who are now down here helping us. I think parents do a good job of teaching their kids now to give back and help, and more about charity and kindness, and that's kind of what it's all about down here today.
Another event today here in Billings, where family and friends came together for a tough early morning workout to raise money for a man with cancer. Nearly all of those participating did burpees for 10 minutes at the Celebration of Life fundraiser for Ron Huck. Huck has cholangiocarcinoma and showed up today to what he said was an overwhelming amount of support. Tomorrow, Angry Hanks will host an auction for the same cause, and we'll have more from Ron Huck and the Celebration of Life fundraiser on Sunday.